plant daddy, you know what I'm saying? So that's a start. I think, you can get a pet to learn how to be a parent, but you can also get a plant. You know what I'm saying? It takes so much TLC to keep a plant healthy, to help it grow. You know what I'm saying? The investment that you make into a plant, it pays you back the same way that children do. Well, not exactly the same way, but in many ways. And I seen how therapeutic my home and my environment has grown to be since I incorporated plants into my house. At one time I had 200 plants in my crib, and I just started gifting them out. Then I learned how to propagate. So now I kind of do that. I can get up to like 100 plants on some propagating shit, and I, gift them out to people, housewarmings, or, get well soon plants. I'm sorry plants, you know what I'm saying? I do that often, so it's a very important aspect of my life. I don't know what I would be without my plant children. So having them in the store and having them available for sale is an extension of my love for plants and how beautiful they can be for you. And again, man, the investment you put in your plants, man, they pay back hella dividends. So I hope everybody feel the same way I feel about them at some point. Yeah. I need them to come buy this shit. That's what I need. I'm joking. This section over here is kind of like the condiments, sauces, rubs. I got coffee and tea over here too. But it's hella black owned shit over here. You know what I'm saying? That I think it's just cool. You know what I'm saying? I think entering into the food industry, you entering in on this type of level with a spice or something. It seems so simple, but you can't cook none of the stuff that we eat without some type of spice or some type of seasoning to it. And to see so many folks that look like us entering into that field and can actually make money, it's really eye-opening. I think it should be something that's talked about more. You know what I'm saying? Opening a grocery store, it's cool, but this is also cool as well. You know what I'm saying? To enter into this and mass produce a product, the jobs that can be created, the story that can be told. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? To being on this side.
What up, what up? I'm your host, Mr. Ike, and this is 10 Random Questions with Raphael Wright. We at the Big Pharma Garden. We outside.
We outside.
So we got 10 random questions. We're just going to jump right into it. What is a piece of advice that you received that you ignored?
Piece of advice that I received that I ignored was being patient and, not necessarily taking my time with things, but not feeling as though I had to rush the process, trust the process, and, just be patient, stay calm, and move through everything. I wish I would have did that a whole lot more in my youth. You know what I mean? But, still perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesson in it.
Right. Okay. Well, second question. What is your favorite morning routine?
My favorite morning routine, I do pull-ups now.
Okay.
Yeah, I get up. I always say something positive. It's usually just thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? I want my daughter to see that more often, so I do that every morning. Before I even brush my teeth or use the bathroom or anything, I got a pull-up bar right at the foot of my door. And
Okay.
I do some pull-ups, and then I go on with my hygiene. So that's something it get the blood flowing to get me going every morning.
Okay. So kind of a follow-up question with that. Is the pull-ups kind of just a quick way to get your heart rate up first thing in the morning?
Yeah, yup. It's a jolt of energy that, you know what I'm saying, it flows up my back like, oh, yeah, you doing something, kind of quick. So the blood get the flowing, heart get the pumping, you know what I mean? And, I get the moving off of it. It just works for me.
Okay. And for the third question, since we here at the Big Pharma Garden, what got you into farming?
My pops, man, he always had a garden at the crib when I was growing up, and it never looked cool. You know what I'm saying? It looked kind of whack, and I didn't play in dirt growing up. But as I got older, man, I started seeing how happy he was doing it, and me and him lived together for a period of time, and I helped him with his garden one season, and it was so cool. I'm like, damn, I want to learn. And then we had the pandemic some years after that, and then they had no choice. You know what I'm saying? We had to grow our own food or something just to get by, and it became a real passion of mine at that point. But it was something I always seen growing up, and it was something I always thought was cool. And now I can't see my life without a garden or something in my in my season.
Okay, dope, dope. So, expounding on that, what would be your favorite um, fruit or vegetable to harvest?
I'm a herb guy. So I love, culinary herbs, man. Basil, thyme, what I'm saying, cilantro, stuff that you cook with, what I'm saying. I love growing that. Thyme is probably leading that pack right now because you can grow that all year. And then, it's a little kick on it when you put it in some things. So I'm a
Okay, that's your secret recipe.
yeah, what I'm saying. I ain't gonna spill too much of it, but that's the secret. You know what I mean?
Okay, so for this next question, random question, what's your favorite trait about your zodiac sign?
My son's sign is Capricorn, and we just super duper logical. We always right, you know what I'm saying? And that's the trait that I love the most, you know what I mean? I'm not always good at articulating that. I'm learning and figuring that out, but our intuition is second to none, man. When we feel a way, we don't be wrong. And we are super duper logical. We hustlers, man. I know I just named 9 or 10 traits other than one, but you know, we the ghosts, and it's beautiful.
Okay, we'll take that as one answer.
Yeah.
So going back to a little bit about health, how do you stay grounded?
uh, Doing stuff like this, gardening, you know what I'm saying, tending to plants, sitting still, incorporating that patience that I didn't incorporate in my life earlier, you know what I'm saying, in my 20s and all of that. Slowing down, you know what I'm saying. This could be a fast life when you want to do so much, but taking a breather, it allows me to put my feet on the ground literally and be grateful in the other way, and push in a more strategic and efficient way. You know what I mean? But it's just slowing down and taking a breather, man. Breathing.
Okay, now kind of piggybacking on that, as far as being grounded, does connecting with the earth, does gardening, farming, does that play a role in kind of uh, maintaining an even level?
Hell yeah. Literally. If I ain't had so much grass out here at my other garden, I got wood chips. If I didn't have so much grass, man, sometimes I would be, barefooted. You know what I mean? But I can't do that here. It's a lot of bugs and stuff and all that. But, just getting out here in nature, embracing the sun, letting the sun kiss you. Sometimes I'll be out here at night, what I'm saying, letting the moon, tell you a story. What I'm saying? It puts you in a real good place mentally, spiritually, um, and it gives you the intention on what you can do physically. You know what I mean? It's definitely a part of my routine. It's definitely a part of just my life. You know what I'm saying? Being outside and being out here. Again, I didn't play in dirt growing up, so I'm glad I caught it before I got too old and couldn't really, take advantage. So I feel like a kid at times outside.
Okay, okay. Now going back to the store, to the project a little bit. Next question, random question, simple question. What's your favorite beverage?
Uh, I'm a tea guy. Right now, I'm on this hibiscus thing. Yeah, man, I've been looking into the history of red. You know what I'm saying? You know why we'll say grape pop, but we don't say red or strawberry, whatever is red.
Right,
Saying come back from our roots in Africa. You know what I'm saying? The hibiscus plant, the flowers. You know what I'm saying? That was one of our delicate drinks. You know what I'm saying? So the history of it I thought was cool, and I just started making my own hibiscus teas at the crib, and that's been my way right now. It changes. I don't know what it's gonna be once the fall kick. I don't know what it's gonna be in the winter, but hibiscus tea it is right now. That red tea. I've been in the chokehold all summer. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool. So kind of bringing it back, the same question but in a different form. What would you say, is your favorite cocktail
Cocktail, man.
or wine or champagne? We're drinking champagne now, so uh, you know, adult responsible beverage. What's your favorite?
If I was gonna go with a true spirit, man, I'm a whiskey dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm a whiskey dude. Maker's Mark got me kind of choked up all summer too.
Okay.
Mark is that choice. As far as like champagne, wines, and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a vibe drink. So whatever the vibe is, that's what I kind of embrace. I don't do like Moscato and that sweet, ghetto shit like that per se no more. But I try them all. You know what I'm saying? And it'll get me together. You know what I mean? So as long as the vibe is smooth, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try it.
Right. Okay. Okay. So now I see you rocking the Crocs now. And the Crocs made a crazy wave, and it's cool seeing a lot of different collaborations with different shoe brands and stuff like that. The sneaker game is really crazy right now. So the next question that I got for you is, what was your favorite sneaker growing up? That was hard for you to get, or that you didn't get a chance to get.
Jordans, I wasn't really on the Jordans like that because my parents wasn't playing that, man. They wasn't standing in those lines and they didn't have the connections to get them like that. And I always seen my classmates and friends with them. I always wanted pairs. But when I got old enough to buy my own shoes, it was New Balances. For the longest time, I've been wearing them since like late middle school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 8th grade going into high school. And they never left, man. I've been wearing New Balances for years. But I'm a sneaker guy in general, man. Some are Nike, some are Adidas, some are Reebok. They all make something you like. You know what I mean? But what I go for, not just style but comfort. So I got a bigger foot, so the shoe gotta be comfortable. If it ain't comfortable, then I don't like it. And that's why New Balance and Crocs win, cause they just super duper comfortable and they got a style on them. You know what I mean? Right. It works for me.
Okay. Okay. So next question is, how much sleep do you actually get?
I'm not functioning without 7 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna entertain doing nothing in the day if I don't get 7 hours of sleep. So that depends on when I go to sleep. I'm gonna get 7 hours. You know what I mean? So being a dad, I go to sleep earlier so that I can get to 7 to beat my daughter up so I can get her ready for school and all of that, and for work. But I'm not doing nothing unless I get at least 7 hours. Now, ideally, I could sleep much longer than that,
Right.
but we still got work and life to live. So, a good 7 that'll get me done for the day.
Now, what are some of the side effects you may notice if you're getting too little sleep, or what is the first sign like, okay, I need to catch up on some rest?
Tired, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't really get my daily tasks together. Mentally, I'm just kind of all over the place, forgetting stuff. You know what I mean? Like, when I get enough sleep, I feel like the plan that's set the night before going into that next day can get executed. And
Because growing up, it was like, you hustling. You're supposed to always hustle. You're constantly on the grind. You're supposed to, sun up to sundown. And, you kind of translate those, or you carry those, bad habits into, just your regular adulthood, especially when you're, entrepreneur, business owner. And, you forget that, you gotta slow down sometimes. You gotta sit down.
yeah, I think, evolution, we forget about that too. That hustle and all that makes sense when your social status, your spiritual place, your mental place is in a different bag. You know what I'm saying? When you younger and you ain't got bills, you ain't really got nothing to lose, seemingly, or got nothing that you feel like you need to work for. Staying up all night makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And your body responds to that. But once you start getting older, you mature, or at least you should be striving to mature. So you start, throwing away them little kid games and the little kid shit. You start doing adult things, and that comes with a shift in your physical. Like, man, you got all these dreams to do all these great things. You got to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Your diet changed. When you younger, you can eat anything. When you get older, it's like, nah, man, your body can't run off McDonald's, bro. You got a family to take care of. You got a community to, uplift. You got people to inspire. You got to do that. with a certain diet. You got to go to sleep. Your mental got to be right. Spiritually, you got to be in a certain place. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us miss that train of evolution when it comes, you know what I mean? So that all of that is important as well. And you got to know that it's in front of you, you know what I mean? So I just recognized that it was in front of me. I know I wanted bigger things in my life. So them adjustments had to be made.
Okay. So we got the last question. It's question number 10. Um, if you could give one piece of advice to a complete stranger, what would it be?
If I can give one piece of advice to a stranger, what would it be? I would say, do you. Um, I've been in that space of like, not to say I don't take advice, but when you get in front of people and ask for advice, they approach you with a glass half empty kind of mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus looking at you as a glass half full and, I know you got everything, bro. You just need to maybe do this, then do that. You know, they kind of take that a little bit away from you so that the glass is half empty. And it just, you know, it will kill you at times. So, man, just do you, whatever your gut is telling you need to do it and hope you fall forward if you fall. You know what I'm saying? But don't live with this regret of like, dang, what if I woulda or shoulda, coulda.
Right.
Nah, man, just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? If you fall, hope you fall forward. If it don't work, try it again. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But just do you. Don't let nobody fears, you know, talk you off of what you want to do. Don't let nobody opinions talk you away from what you want to, you know, do or be. Chase what's really in your heart, what's really in your stomach, and you will be happier doing that versus listening to everybody else, man. Do you and do it to the fullest extent.
That's it. That's from the man himself. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap. 10 random questions with Mr. Ike, Raphael. We at the Big Pharma Garden. And that's a wrap.